Eala serves up inspiration as home campaign comes to an end. Eala so grateful for opportunity to play before home fans. Heartbreak lingered in the center court, but gratitude spoke louder for Eala. Moments after her quarterfinal exit in the Philippine Women's Open at the hands of Colombian Camila Osorio, the Filipina star stood before the Manila crowd in Rizal, not in defeat, but in reflection. Acknowledging the setback while embracing the weight of the moment, of home, of history, Eala reflected. Sayang, hindi pumasan nayon sa level pero ang importante nandito ako sa Manila, sa Pilipinas, nandito ang WTA, she said. For Eala, the loss can't dampen what the week represented, a milestone for Philippine tennis, and a shared experience with a crowd that lived every point with her. Enjoy the rest of the week. I hope you guys get inspired to love tennis here. I love tennis so much. I'm so lucky to be able to share the experiences and journey with all of you. In defeat, Eala left the court with her dream paused, but her purpose still intact. Notice on unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph content. Please be notified that any unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph's content and/or materials is a direct violation of its legal and exclusive rights to the same, and shall be subject to appropriate legal action/s. Eala serves up inspiration as her home campaign comes to an end. When the final ball is struck and the applause slowly softens into memory, what lingers is not always the scoreline. Sometimes what remains is something quieter and far more powerful: belief. As Eala's home campaign comes to an end, that belief now hums across courts, classrooms, and living rooms all over the Philippines. Playing at home is never just about tennis. For Eala, it is about carrying a nation's hopes in a racket bag, about hearing her name rise from the stands in a familiar accent, about knowing that every forehand is watched by young dreamers who see themselves in her footsteps. Each match becomes a conversation between athlete and country, spoken in grit, grace, and courage. Eala has long been a symbol of what is possible. From her early days training far from home to standing toe-to-toe with seasoned opponents on the world stage, her journey has never been straightforward. Tennis is a lonely sport, demanding not just physical excellence but emotional resilience. Wins can feel fleeting, losses can echo loudly. Yet Eala has shown, time and again, that progress is not measured only by trophies but by growth, composure, and the refusal to shrink under pressure. Her home campaign was no exception. With every serve there was purpose. With every rally, patience. There were moments when the odds leaned heavily against her, moments when the crowd collectively held its breath. And even when the match did not tilt in her favor, Eala stood firm, shoulders squared, eyes forward, embodying the quiet strength that has become her signature. What makes this campaign special is not simply that it happened on home soil, but that it felt shared. Parents brought children to watch her play, not just to see tennis, but to witness possibility. Young athletes saw someone who looks like them, speaks like them, and carries the same cultural heartbeat, competing with confidence on a global stage. In a country where basketball courts often outnumber tennis ones, Eala's presence alone reshapes imagination. As the campaign closed, there was no sense of finality, only transition. Endings, after all, are often disguised beginnings. For Eala, this chapter adds depth to her story rather than closing the book. Each match at home sharpened her resolve, clarified her goals, and reminded her why she started: love for the game, hunger to improve, and a desire to represent something bigger than herself. Beyond the baseline, her impact stretches further. She represents discipline in an age of distraction, patience in a culture hungry for instant success, and humility in the face of growing recognition. She reminds us that excellence is built slowly, in unseen hours of practice, in resilience after setbacks, in choosing to return stronger rather than retreat. As fans, we may tally wins and losses. But inspiration keeps a different score. It counts the young girl who picks up a racket for the first time because she saw Eala play at home. It counts the student athlete who learns that world-class dreams can begin on local courts. It counts the nation that learns to cheer not just for victories, but for effort, character, and heart. The home campaign may be over, but its echo travels with her to future tournaments, tougher opponents, and brighter stages. And it stays with us, too. In every serve she hit, Eala offered more than competition. She offered proof that dreams trained with discipline can stand tall anywhere in the world, and still bow respectfully at home. In the end, that may be her greatest win.